Dear students, with reference to the Renaissance, uh, I have taught you causes that led to the Renaissance. First point I have taught that fall of Constantinople. Second, I have taught you decline of feudalism, and third, new trade routes, and uh, many adventurous deed had been done by European explorer, and they discovered many new routes, many new place. After that, the fusion of two ideas, European and Asian or African ideas, fusion taken place. After that, society became progressive. Third point, sorry, next point I would like, that is fourth one, is spirit of inquiry, and how spirit of inquiry is spread far and wide. In this video I would like to teach. In the medieval age, all human activities, both mental and physical, were controlled and guided by the authority of the Pope and Church. The human mind was virtually not allowed to develop independent thinking, because if free hand will be not given to anyone, so respective person will not give 100%. Suppose one example I would like to mention here. Suppose your parents are given you one task that you have to make very beautiful any figure, and coloring, which color you will use, I have decided. Means I have told that only reddish color you will use. So definitely child will not give his or her 100%, because child is having his own imagination, and I have given restrictions कि only reddish color. Suppose free hand I will give कि any color you will use, I want that you can make beautiful one. So child can use according to his or her wish multicolor. So definitely that picture will be very decorated. And suppose any floral design, child will decide. So that will be child's original work. And if each and everything I will tell you, and then it will be a kind of restrictions. Originality will be not there. So when each and everything will be told by Pope, then rational thinking was not available. Now, Pope and Church, the human mind was virtually not allowed to develop independent thinking, but a number of the scholars discarded the idea of the medieval period and developed the spirit of inquiry and sense of the curiosity among the people. They taught human being to know why and how of the things. They did not regard anything is correct merely because the theology of the church has regarded it as correct. They questioned the authority of the church. They wanted to transition from faith to reason. There are two words I have taught you in earlier. I have taught you two important words, religion and reason. Religion or faith was very powerful in medieval Europe, meaning society was governed by religion or faith. But when rational approach came to existence, spirit of inquiry came to existence. After that, what changing taken place, what transformation taken place? In place of faith, reason came to existence. Means by questioning it will be decided that which traditional things will be accepted, which will be not accepted, and why it will be accepted and why not it will be accepted. This is a now main point. Observation and experimentation. The following were the factors which were responsible for the development of the spirit of inquiry. one by one going to teach. Role of original thinkers. During the medieval age, the church discouraged the original thinking and called upon the scholar to put faith in the church dogmas. What do you mean by church dogmas? Meaning, if anything has been decided by church and coming traditionally going on from one generation to other generation, if anybody will make question, so he is making question against the God, and after that what was the punishment? Death sentence. So brutally punishment given by pope and clergymen to those people who made question on the dogmas of the church. And finally pope wanted to restrict any type of original thinking. However, original thinking could not be suppressed for a long time, and certain bold and independent thinker criticized the church and asked the people to develop their own thinking. Thinkers like Roger Bacon and Lord Thomas Aquinas revolutionized the thought process and laid great stress on the reasoning. These original thinkers are called the forerunner of the Renaissance. So Roger Bacon, I think you know how many essays he written, full of wit and wisdom, and given political awareness among the society, and other many political thinkers were there. They had written and they spread political thinking, political awareness among the society. Now Crusades, second reason, the Crusades were the religious expeditionary war with the goal of the restoring the church access to holy place in and near Jerusalem. They brought the people of Europe and direct contact with the people of Asia. The Crusades brought to Western Europe idea from the East. It widened their outlook of the life and destroyed and dogmatic attitude. People began to rely on the reason rather than on the blind faith. Earlier, Pope and Church had many dogmas and they implemented in the society. But when Crusades started, so authority of Pope and Church and religion exposed. And now people understood that we can get any post, any things by own capability, not by godly wish. And after that, what happened? People emphasize on rational thinking rather than blind faith. Now, development of the science. In the age of faith, science had little scope for development, but certain medieval scholars showed a scientific attitude and asked their students to observe things in nature. This brought in many new inventions and discoveries. Development of the science created a spirit of inquiry and scientific temper. Roger Bacon contemplated the use of horseless carriages and flying machine. Copernicus proved that Earth moves around the sun. What Church was telling? Opposite one. Galileo invented the telescope. These inventions boarded the mental outlook of the people and put an end of the old beliefs and tradition. And last point, that is very very important, invention of the printing press. Dear students, I think you know what is the main role of media, print media, press today also. How to spread political awareness, political sensibility, political enlightenment. So by media and print media easily it will be spread. Earlier printing press was not there, only handmade manuscripts were available. Manuscripts means any book written by author or writer. So it was very costly, and when it will be very costly, so common people will not able to purchase. When printing press was invented, after that written material or books became very cheap and it was available to common people to purchase easily, because it will be the rate of these books are very cheaper rate. Earlier it was very costly. So each and every person can get this one, can purchase this one, and after that they can get enlightenment. And when they will read more, so definitely rational approach, political enlightenment will be generated. Going to teach this one. The first printing press was set up in Germany in 1456 by Gutenberg. Later, the Caston introduced in England in 1476. Means Gutenberg, very famous personality. First he invented, but Caston upgraded one invented. The invention of the printing press in middle of the 15th century in Europe made the possible of the produce book in large number. The Bible and many other religious and classical books were printed and made available all over the Europe. The printing press spread knowledge far and wide. Scholars found it easier to read printing books that handwritten manuscripts, okay, than hand written manuscript, because handwritten manuscripts were very costly in the Middle Age. And not only costly, availability also one problem. In the Middle Age, books were few and there were beyond the reach to ordinary people. The printing press enabled Europe to multiply books and put them within reach of the people. Printing and distribution of the books influenced the people's attitude to life and brought about the new awakening in Europe. What do you mean by this? Dear student, when printing material or written printed material will be easily available, so definitely it will create political awareness, political sensibility, and what is going in Europe, Asian people will know, and vice versa. After that, what happen? Fusion of ideology will be taken, society will be progressive, mobility will be coming, and definitely it will be very good for development for the society. So in this video only this much. Thank you. Next day I will teach you another other topic. Thank you.